Hola, welcome back to the place to be reviews. I'm Etep Wakuian right here with Holly Hughes, reporting on Spider-Man may develop a crush on this Avenger in the MCU. Because MJ is not going to be around, Zendaya. I think she's going over to do the new Dune movie, so he's going to have some kind of love interest. So no more Michelle Jones. Spider-Man and Mary Jane go together like peanut butter and jelly. Their names beg to be uttered in the same sentence, for the two can't live apart in any capacity. However, the MCU has already adjusted this age-old narrative, turning Mary into Michelle and Jane into Jones for Zendaya's MJ. This is not only the romantic plotline destined to unfold in Peter Parker's on-screen life. And I did not, while I'm outspoken about the fact that I did not like Zendaya as his love interest, and it just didn't match. It's just Zendaya. It's not anything to do with like her, who she is. It's just her personally. She didn't fit in with him at all, really. A little bit more in Far From Home, but still not. Now, her acting, I will say, I'm looking forward to seeing her in Dune. She's a very beautiful, talented actress, and she was great. It's amazing in The Greatest Showman. It's just her in this movie wasn't good. Tom Holland playing Harry Potter there. But I do like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I really do. I just don't like the setting around it. Based on comic book history as well as fallout of events in Avengers Endgame, we have reason to believe that the upcoming Spider-Man and/or Avengers installments may find Peter Parker crushing on one of the most powerful women in all the galaxies. Oof. That's a toughie. Rumor has it that Tom Holland's Peter Parker will appear in Captain Mediocre 2, and based on his starstruck reaction to the heroine in Endgame, we may just find Parker developing a schoolboy crush on the Savior. However, we have more to rely on than just a brief Endgame interaction. And this goes along with the video that I did a while ago about them putting Spider-Man in a MCU movie with Captain Mediocre and just making him look like the buffoon, and her, using him to get over and kind of humanize her at his expense. I'm not sure how I feel about all that. Not too good. Peter Parker and Carol Danvers dated in the comics. As we have come to learn, Kevin Feige and the others over at Marvel Studios do not replicate the comic books exactly. Rather, the comic books are used as inspiration. They are viewed as a loose guide when it comes to the MCU. Certain stories cannot plausibly be transferred. Others would represent legal issues, and others would not fit within the already developed filmic. See, I don't like that. Cinematic landscape. I'm changing it. We see, I think that's her in like Wonder Man, and there's Peter Parker and Miss. Now, see, this iteration was far, like, the comics were better. I read a lot of the comics about Carol Danvers, the Miss Marvel years, and she was just a beautiful, kind of buff, just smoke show. And yeah, that's when, before she turned into this, whatever this is, the Karanos. I need to speak to your manager look. Considering Peter Parker is quite young in the MCU, it would be inappropriate for the film to place Parker and Captain Mediocre in a romantic relationship. However, as a nod to the comic book's origins, they may just show him crushing on the incredible Captain Mediocre, as we got this covered suggests. Oof. In the comics, Danvers and Parker boast a complex relationship. Parker asks out Danvers in Miss Marvel number 34, yet she doesn't hold up her end in the deal until Miss Marvel 47 is explained here. When they go out, the date goes poorly but ends on a positive note. However, down the line, Parker finds out that Danvers does possess feelings for him through Venom. Gather your... Let's see. how Captain Marvel and Spider-Man's comic past would play out in the MCU. In Endgame, Carol Danvers took the gauntlet from Peter Parker, and the character was quite awestruck. If Kevin Feige is truly the mastermind we know him to be, this was the first hint of the dynamic destined to develop between the two, that is, until Parker's awe slowly dissipates. Yeah, until he finds out she smelled like litter boxes. Rumors currently circulating the web suggest that another famous Avenger is set. These people don't have editors. Is set to team up with Spider-Man in his third standalone installment. Doctor Strange, Miss Marvel, and Captain Mediocre, three names that come up most frequently, meaning the writers may pen several scenes as part of the comic relief agenda, displaying Peter Parker's reaction to Brie Larson's Captain Mediocre in serendipitous instances. Ironically, the two actors are only 7 years apart in real life, and such a relationship would be age appropriate for Tom Holland and Brie Larson. However, as for the characters in the films, the most we can hope for is a crush. Ugh. Are they really suggesting that Tom Holland and Brie Larson? Is that what this is? They're kind of trying to shift that, I guess. The weirdos say. Ugh. Oh, and whatever. I don't know. So I really don't. Oh, it hurts my brain. It hurts my brain to even have to talk about it. I mean, my God. Can they not come up with anything better than this? This is really what we're going to do. This is what we're hinging it on. And that's, like I said, so he'll be have the little schoolboy crush on her, and she'll just make a fool out of him throughout Captain Mediocre 2. Luckily for us, they don't have any two big bookends to sandwich that between, so they're probably not going to have that for a while. So Spider-Man's safe from being cucked out for a little while yet. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this? I mean, obviously, I think I know where I stand on it. A nod to the comics, yeah, but if they're going to do it just to, get her over and kind of humanize her at his expense for comic relief, that's just paint by numbers, formulaic MCU Kevin Feige again. I mean, and then, you've got her pushing for the A-Force thing, but that's a whole nother video, and I've already done that, but it's probably going to happen, so, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I'm just, like I said, a lot of this stuff in the MCU, I'm just going to be tuned out, and I don't really, whatever, it is, the MCU, I mean, it's not dead. There's obviously going to be some cool stuff with, you got, I'm not really excited for the new Avengers. I'd rather see, Dark Avengers, or if they're going to do the Black Widow trilogy, Secret Avengers, the Young Avengers, don't care about at all. It just doesn't really, I don't know. I do want to see the Fantastic Four done proper, and also the X-Men, and don't change the name of the X-Men, please. The name is not played out. So what do you guys think? Should Spider-Man have a crush on Captain Mediocre? I mean, I think I know where most of my subscribers stand, but still, there's going to be, I get the occasional troll in the video, and that's cool, I don't mind. You're clicking, you give me a view, so whatever, it is what it is. Please subscribe to the channel. This is the only way we can grow, and if you do, turn that bell on for notifications, and bitch slap that like button on the way out. We'll be doing a live stream, horror at the Unicorn Store, this Saturday night. We drew movies out of a hat. The first one we drew was Unicorn Store with Brie Larson, so we're going to be watching that Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern, right here in the Place to Be Reviews. Have the panel with myself, my co-host, the amazing MJ. Will be joining us for Hellraiser, which we're watching after Unicorn Store to cleanse the palate. We have to watch the horror movie and then watch the great movie after that. So we'll be watching Clive Barker's 1987 classic Hellraiser shortly after 10 p.m. If we start on time around 8:30, Unicorn Store has about an hour and 32-minute runtime. So we'll start Hellraiser shortly after 10, and that one only has I think, hour and 29-minute runtime. So by 11:30, you can still watch a couple cool movies, have some drinks with us. And because I'll be having a few cocktails. Hey, it is what it is. My party, I can do what I want. And then you can still go out afterwards. So have fun with us and watch a few movies, hang out, listen to some commentary done by myself, MJ, the panel. Groovinator will be on hand. X7, I believe, is joining us. Salvador, the Appalachian American, X7. So yeah, Coach Loudy will be in at one point during one movie. So we have a big cast. We've got a lot fun stuff coming up. So keep it tuned right here to the Place to Be Reviews. Like I said, please consider subscribing, help us grow the channel, and turn that bell on because YouTube changed the notifications. The algorithms are different. They favor larger corporate channels as opposed to your favorite small YouTuber. So do us all a favor and be sure you turn that bell on for notifications. And if you have to go in, adjust your settings on your phone, whatever. And now I'm just sounding like a PSA. I'm out of here, man. I will catch you guys in the next video. And if I don't see you, remember, have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.